For lesson 12.1, the main subject is relative pronouns. Now, in general, relative pronouns, we use them a lot in English. You might not know that you use them or what they are, but it's something that comes naturally, and hopefully that will be the same in Spanish. So, as you can see here, relative pronouns, we have the words que, which can mean that, which, and who, quien, who, whom, and that, and lo que, that, which, and what. Now, in general, what the function of it is to combine two sentences or two clauses into one, or it's one way to combine two sentences or two clauses. So, for example, we have the sentence, my parents gave me the vacuum cleaner, mis padres me regalaron la aspiradora, and the following sentence, la aspiradora funciona muy bien, the vacuum cleaner works really well. Now, one way you could combine it is saying, my parents gave me the vacuum cleaner and it works really well. In Spanish, mis padres me regalaron la aspiradora y funciona muy bien. But another way you could express the sentence is, the vacuum cleaner that my parents gave me works really well. Now, that word that is the equivalent of que in Spanish. La aspiradora que mis padres me regalaron funciona muy bien. If you see, it works in the exact same structure. La aspiradora, the vacuum cleaner, que, that, mis padres me regalaron, that my parents gave me, funciona muy bien, works really well. Or in this case, Lourdes es muy inteligente. Lourdes is very intelligent. Lourdes estudia español. Lourdes is studying Spanish. One way you could combine these two sentences into one is, Lourdes, who studies Spanish, is very intelligent. Or Lourdes, quien estudia español, es muy inteligente. That who is the equivalent of quien in Spanish. So here they are. Here are the examples. As you can see, the word that, we also saw when we were talking about demonstrative adjectives and pronouns, ese, esa, esos, esas, these, those, but they're different words. Now, those ones generally refer to a noun, that book, that table, that chair, whereas relative pronouns are used to combine two sentences. The chair that my parents gave me, la silla que mis padres me dieron. So que is the most frequently used relative pronoun. If you're ever in doubt, just put que, and more often than that, you'll be right, because it can refer to both things and people. So, for example, we have the sentence, where's the coffee maker that I bought? ¿Dónde está la cafetera que compré? Or el hombre que limpia es Pedro, the man who is clean is Pedro. So in this case, it refers both to a thing, la cafetera, that I bought, and a man, Pedro here. Quien only refers to people and can never refer to a thing, and it is often used after the preposition a. Now, in general, a is used when referring to people, pets, and so forth. And it can be both in singular or plural form, quien and quienes. So in this case, son las chicas de quienes me hablaste la semana pasada. Are these the girls that you told me about last week? Las chicas, since they're plural, it would be quienes. In this case, Eva, a quien conocí anoche, es mi nueva vecina. Eva, whom I met last night, is my neighbor. Since we're talking about a person, Eva, we use quien. Lo que doesn't refer to a specific noun in this case, generally refers to an idea, and it can mean what, that, which, or the thing that, and so forth. It makes more sense in examples. So, for example, lo que me molesta es el calor. What bothers me is the heat. That what refers to lo que. Lo que quiero es una casa. What I want is a house. So that what refers to lo que. So it's more an idea what I want, what bothers me, lo que. In terms of the homework, we have 3 homework assignments, but they're all basically fill in the blank with que, quien, quienes, or lo que. So for the first one, all you have to do is choose between que and quien. So la persona a, well, we know it's since we have the preposition a and we're talking about a person, it's probably quien. And since la persona is singular, it's going to be quien. Number 2, el restaurante blank me gusta es el fino. Restaurant that I like the most is el forno. So we're talking about el restaurante, so it's probably que. The friends who came, who he went to visit are Ana and Antonio. So los amigos, plural, we have a, so it's probably quien or quienes. Since it's plural, los amigos, it would be a quienes. Doña Maria, who took care of me when I was a girl, came to saw me. So Doña Maria, in this case, it could be quien, since it's a person, but could also be que, since you can also use can in a lot of these situations. Next homework assignment, the same thing. In this one, you're choosing between que or lo que. El pastel de cumpleaños, the birthday cake that my grandmother brought me was delicious. So the word that would be the relative pronoun in this case. Since we're talking about a birthday cake, we know it's an object here, so it is que. Number 2, what Pedro and Andres like the most is to play basketball. The word what is a relative pronoun in this case. Since we're talking about an idea or a concept, not a concrete thing, it would be lo que. Number 3, Miguel lost his keys that made him arrive late to the dentist. So the word that, this more refers to an idea, the idea of making him arrive late to the dentist. So it would be lo que. Miguel perdió las llaves, lo que le hizo llegar tarde al dentista. And if you want, another way you can think of this is flipping the sentence. So putting Miguel perdió las llaves at the end. So lo que le hizo llegar tarde al dentista fue que Miguel perdió las llaves. Another way you can think of it. No? Finally, this one you have to choose between the 3 or 4, que, quien, quienes, or lo que. So number 1, the neighbors that live in front of my house are very kind. The word that is the relative pronoun. We're talking about los vecinos. Generally, you could use que in this case. Like I said, more often than not, it's going to be que. Number 2, Rosa y Pepe viajan mucho. Rosa and Pepe travel a lot, which exposes them to various cultures, or a lot of cultures. That which is a relative pronoun. So Rosa y Pepe viajan mucho, lo que los expone a muchas culturas.